Hi guys, welcome back to the I Don't Even Know podcast. I'm I hope you're doing well. Today I'm here for the Sex Lives of College Girls, Season 3, Episode 5. We are officially halfway through the season. We still don't know if we're getting a Season 4. Honestly, I've said this before, I'll say it again. Highly doubt it. Here's the thing. Of course I want another season, because I know it's probably going to end on a cliffhanger, and it's going to piss me off. But with Renee leaving, I just don't think we're getting it. It's not bad. I'm still really enjoying it without her. I was on the fence about watching the season, and I know I said that in one of the episodes. I, was on the fence about it because I started the show because of Renee, because I loved her. And with her gone, I know people haven't been enjoying it as much. Viewing has gone down, which I completely get. It does not feel the same. It's in a way it does. The humor is still the same, and it's the vibe is still the same. It's it hasn't changed drastically. The other shows who that have main characters leave do. When a main character leaves the show, usually the show changes in a lot of ways. This one hasn't really. I know she's been gone for 3 episodes, so we don't know much right now. It's still pretty fresh. It hasn't even been a month. So, we don't know. If we had a season 4, it could change and it could get even different, but it still feels like the same show. The humor's still the same, what they're doing is the same, just a little bit different because we don't have her. And so I wouldn't be surprised if it gets canceled, but I want at least one more season so we can finish out sophomore year. Would I like to have multiple seasons and get them all the way through college? Yes, I would. But I doubt they're going to do that because with them doing one semester per season, we're really never going to get there. We're never. How many seasons? We'll need 8, right? Did I do the math right? I don't even know if I did the math right. But I'm pretty sure we would need 8 seasons. And they could do that because, with comedy, sitcoms, I think this isn't a sitcom. It's a drama with comedy. Dramedy or whatever it's called. I think that's what it is. So they could do it, especially because the episodes are shorter and there aren't as many. They could probably pull it off. It would be great, but they could probably do it without making it awful. But I doubt they're gonna do that, especially with this day and age. And I've talked about this all the time on here. It's they cancel everything, no matter how popular the show is. They could cancel it. Multiple shows that were very popular and had huge fandoms, and not just that, it's also had a franchise. There were shows that were franchises that ended just because things are just, people don't know what to renew and they just cancel all this shit, which is crazy. And a lot of them don't get great endings and all that. So I doubt we're getting that. But I want one more season, to just finish it. Especially because I really liked this episode. I think I liked it more than last one too. And I said, episode 3 I wasn't sure about because it was the first episode with Leighton gone. And I was kind of iffy. And in this one, or last one, I liked it quite a bit. But I think this one I liked more. I don't know. I love when the parents come. I don't know. I always love the parents, weekend episodes they do. I think they only did 1 before. Maybe 2. 1 for each season. Or if they only did 1, I know, the parents came quite a bit. And I always like that because, I like to see the dynamics of the parents because they're all so different. And all parents have different reactions to things going on at college and, and I wanted to see how everyone was with them and like how the relationship changed over the summer, like what they're like, especially with Bella and her parents, because I wanted to know if they knew like her GPA was like absolute shit. Like, I know they found out that she wasn't like majoring in whatever the hell she was supposed to be majoring and she was lying, but I wanted to see like how like they changed and like their relationship changed like over the summer, and like them see her growth, because she has grown a lot. Like, yes, she's still making the dumb decisions, she's still doing shit she probably shouldn't be doing, her GPA is probably still dog shit, but she's grown quite a bit, and I want to see their reaction to her being a FAF, even though I don't even know if they would be supportive of that, and just like what she's doing and how she's doing. And I don't know if they even know about any of that. And like, yeah, maybe they do. Maybe they don't. Like, honestly, I don't know. I wanted to see that because I feel like they would be proud of her for changing. But then again, I don't think they know how much she fucked up, because they literally think she only kissed one boy. So they don't know that she literally fucked up her entire life, like her college life, by fucking all these men. And like, her saying this episode she doesn't want to be a rebound, when like Arvind wasn't hooking up with her after they broke up, and she, like, of course she wanted to, but she didn't want to like go after him because she didn't want to be a rebound. That shows growth, and I'm so fucking proud of her, because I mean, I've said this, old Bella, like season 1, season 2, would like, who cares if the man's even in a relationship? She would have fucked him. She would fuck anyone. Like, are you kidding? So like, seeing that made me so happy that she's like doesn't want to be rebounded. Like, she wants to have an actual relationship, because she finally found a guy, and not just a guy, a nice guy who like treats people well and is also decent looking, and that's what she needs. But I am gonna be honest with you, it's what she needs, but I ship Bella and Taylor more now. Like, I was here for Bella and Arvind just because I thought he would be good for her, and I still think he would, and help her grow and just become a better person. But I want her and Taylor to be together. I really do. And like, I don't think it will happen this season. I think maybe Taylor would develop like a crush for her. I don't know. I feel like after this episode she really could, because like how Bella has been there for her, and like Taylor's dad, or like doesn't have family because the dad died, and then her mom, she hasn't talked to her mom like since she came out to her, and so Bella like invited her to fucking dinner with her family and was just there for her through like after, when she relapsed, and just has been checking in with her, like making sure she goes to counseling and all that. It's like, I feel like that might make Taylor kind of like start having feelings for her, right? Because I feel like when you're in a vulnerable state and you're going through something like that, you kind of fall for the person who's like been there for you through like it all, right? Kind of, I think that's what happens a lot. So I kind of want that to happen, because here's the thing, I don't think Bella's straight. Let's be real. I don't think almost any of those girls are like straight. I don't think Whitney's straight. Kim, really? Maybe. I don't really know. I feel like there's something that makes me say no. Bella, she's not straight. Like, all of them have a little bit like gay. Like, they all do. Like, I don't think any of them are straight. Okay? I'm sorry. Like, Casey, maybe. Kimberly could. But, like, Whitney and Bella, I don't think they're straight. So, like, I need Bella to hook up with a girl. Like, hook up with someone. Preferably Taylor. I don't know. I feel like it could happen. Here's the thing. Arvind would be good for her. But I think she's going to get bored of him. And she's just not going to like it. Especially because her parents approved of him, which is a good thing in a way. But of course her goal when going to college was to kind of branch out and like get away from her parents and like fuck around. And like Arvin's the perfect boyfriend for her from her parents' eyes. Like they see him as perfect, which he is like a great guy. And the fact that they're like being supportive when they kiss and they're like, oh my gosh, yay, like yes, go after him. It makes me think that she's like not gonna like it, because maybe that'll make her parents too involved and they'll ask about it, or it's just gonna, I don't know, I feel like something's gonna happen in like the next 2 episodes. They're like gonna get together, they're gonna start dating, but like something's gonna turn her off. And it's just like, maybe not, because like yes, Bella needs a good person like that, but I think she just is gonna get bored, which makes sense. I mean, I just think she needs to be with someone who is nice and who's a good person and like will help her grow, but they need something. They need like some kind of thing. And he's just a nice guy, a nice and good guy. Like she needs some kind of, not drama, but you know what I mean? She needs something. And I don't think he has it. Like, fuck, I don't know. I just really want her and Taylor to get together. I think they would be so cute. It's like so cute. And I know there was like, I don't know if it was an interview or it was something, but I saw people on Twitter talking about something. I think the actress who plays Taylor said about like a friendship being something more, or like something with like having feelings for a friend or falling for a friend. Or it was something like that. So, I'm expecting Taylor and Bella. But then I know I shouldn't go down that rabbit hole, because I tend to ship people that don't get together occasionally. Especially like like girls. I ship 2 girls together, who are friends, and they never fucking get together, and it pisses me off because I've been down that rabbit hole too many times, and I've talked about it on here. Like, too many times I do that, and I literally cannot go down that rabbit hole again. Am I going to? For sure. I'm already here. They're gonna fucking kill me. Like, I already know. Like, fuck, what the hell? It's just, by 2 episodes, I'm gonna say Bella is gonna get sick of the man. Is gonna get bored of him. Like, who knows? Maybe it's like she stays with him for a bit longer because he's good at sex, but then he's like boring and doesn't have anything to him. You know, so I feel like either he's, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. He's either really good in bed and like has no like character, like not characteristics, character, like he's just a boring piece of shit and just a nice guy, or he's horrible in bed, but like it's a nice guy and makes her want to stay and she feels bad. It's one of those things. Like, she's gonna stay for a bit to give it time, because like this is kind of not her first crush. She's had crushes on other people, but I think this is the first time she really had feelings for someone and not just sex. So she'll give it time, I think. But then it's not gonna last. Like, it's her first relationship. I want it to last, but it won't. I think the only relationship this season that could like make it out to season 4, if they have one, is Whitney and Isaiah. Even though we haven't seen like much of them yet. Like, I don't even know, when the fuck were we introduced to them? I think like episode 3. Yeah, I think it was then. But like, we don't know much yet. Like, we're still kind of figuring him out, and she finally like asked him out, like, actually, and they're not just a situationship anymore, which is good. And I've been waiting for that because I think they would be cute, and I think she needs someone, because like with what her dad said, like he thought like being single, like just focusing on his dream would be the best thing for him, but he realized like you can't celebrate your wins. And it's like hard. You can't celebrate it, or it's not as fun to celebrate without a partner. Wait, what the fuck did he say? Or like his dreams felt empty without sharing them with other people. And I feel like that's what Whitney was going through, and she needed to hear that because, I mean, we know last episode she went to the counselors and then was like, oh no, I'm totally fine. Like, no, which we obviously knew she wasn't. She wasn't sleeping. She was freaking out about everything. It's like it wasn't okay. She needs to talk to someone. And like her dad opening up about why he was on the dating app after being single for 15 years and like saying like it's better to like celebrate with other people. Like she was like, okay, yeah, I need to do this for myself because it will make me feel better. Because she's like celebrating with the girls, but that's different. Like it's always nice to have like someone like that to celebrate all your wins with and who is there for you and not just like your friends. I don't know why the fuck I'm saying this when I've like literally never been in a relationship or talk to men or girls. Literally, I don't talk to people. Specifically men, talking to men scares the shit out of me, so I don't do it. But like, I think this is perfect for her, and I think it will help her, and maybe he will push her to see a counselor, or like just having him around will help her. It's like, I get she doesn't want to, she thinks she's fine, but she's not. She needs someone to talk to. Like when they called her to just check in because she swiped her card into the facility, and she was like, oh no, like I'm totally fine, I just had to use the bathroom. Like, if you show up there, you obviously want to talk to someone, you just don't know how. You know? It's like, and I just hope she kind of realizes that, or he pushes her to do it. And like, not in an awful way, but like kind of like gives her like the subtle nudge that she needs to talk to someone. And I think he would be really beneficial for her. Like, I don't know why. He gives me that vibe that I think she needs. Like, he seems like a caring guy. Like, the way he let her sleep last episode and, like, miss whatever she had to, even though she wasn't supposed to. But, like, he let her sleep. He let her come over, even though they're supposed to be a situationship. No talking, no anything, just hooking up. Like, he seems to care, and he seems like a good guy, and I think he would be great for her. And it's something different. And, like, I hope before, like, they officially, like, start dating, I hope they talk and get to know each other a bit more. And I think that's probably what, like, the date, like, that she asked him on will consist of them getting to know each other. And then by, like, episode 6, they'll be dating. I don't know. I feel like she's the only one, though, that's going to, like, end the season in a relationship. Because obviously Kimberly and Eli, I almost called him Elijah, Eli aren't. And, okay, I talked about this bit last episode, and I'm going to say it again. Why did he fucking leave her at that party? Like, I don't blame the girl for being, like, weirded out and, like, avoiding him because he left her at the party. Who fucking does that? Like, she's high on Molly water, whatever the fuck that is. Like, I really don't. I know it's drugs, but, like, I don't know. I assume it's, like, dissolved Molly, or, like, Molly in water, I'm guessing. But she drinks that accidentally. She's at a rave, or, like, when she doesn't really go to parties, ever. If she does, it's with the girls, it's college parties, like, it's different. Like, this is a full-on rave. She's not used to this. And you're like, okay, yeah, let's go. You go out. You lose her in the crowd. But you don't fucking come back for her? Like, I'm sorry. That's so weird. And they touched on that because she was, like, asking if it was weird. And I'm happy she did, because yes, it was. But the fact that he didn't give an actual explanation of why he did that is crazy. Or if he did, I completely missed it. Please let me know if he did. But from what I got, he didn't. And that's insane to me. Like, I don't care if you're not, like, really friends with the person or, like, dating, you're just, like, there with them. like, you meet them at a party. If you're, like, hanging out at a party and that happens, you still go back and go find the person. Like, or ask someone to go back. Like, the fact that she was sitting there for, like, ever. I don't know how. I think it was, like, over an hour. And I had to text Isla and be like, not Isla, what the hell? Leela. What the fuck? Who the hell is Isla? Leela. And was like, I'm dying. Like, and she had to come and get her. Like, that is not a man. You don't leave like that. And it pissed me off that he kept, like, coming back this episode and, like, trying to figure out what happened. Like, it should be fucking obvious why she's pissed off, right? Or am I an idiot? Like, it really should be obvious. Like, come on. Like, she was just trying to, like, go on about her day, like, avoid him, focus on school and, like, that whatever thingy she was trying to, the symposium? I'm not even gonna say it because I don't know how, but, like, that thing with she was trying to get accepted to. Like, she was focusing on that, showing her mom around, like, trying to have a good parents' weekend and then go to dinner with everyone. And, like, he comes up and is like, hey, like, we haven't talked. And then he calls her, or he calls himself her boyfriend. And I'm like, okay, you could have just said friends. Like, yes, you're closer to being in a relationship than you are friends because you're hooking up and you're doing shit. But you guys haven't made it official. Don't say that. Just say, oh, we're friends. Like, even Kimberly was weirded out by, like, that. I would have been too. It's like, he should have gotten the hint from her not responding to him and talking to him that, like, she was pissed off about something. And that means don't call yourself my boyfriend in front of my mom when you literally aren't. And then he goes to the dinner with her and just, like, tries to, like, and talks to the mom, which is good. Like, yes, obviously be respectful. But, like, talks to her, and it's just so awkward because she's obviously pissed off, and, like, he's just like, oh, yeah, like, and, like, he's being trying to be, like, a supportive boyfriend, and then the mom's like, oh, he's perfect, like, hang on to him, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh my gosh, like, bro, you're making this 10 times worse. I'm happy Kimberly stood up and was like, I want to break up, and then, like, went outside and talked to him because, like, it's not working out. It wasn't. And, like, he kind of wanted to be with her, but it just wasn't working out. Like, I don't know. It's just, I get a weird vibe from him now. This episode and, like, him leaving our last episode gives me a weird vibe, and I want to see if they kind of keep him in just for that, because there's something about him. I don't know. I don't trust him. I did, and I thought he would be good for Kim. It would be a different kind of relationship, and, like, her being the different type of guy who, like, does different things and, like, get her out of her comfort zone. But now, like, not really. I mean, I'm happy they decided to stay friends, but I don't know. Also, after they had that talk outside, and then him coming back in and being like, oh yeah, we decided to stay friends, and sit down and, like, talk to them still, like, I think that is your cue to get the fuck out. You know, like, that is your cue to leave. Like, if somebody, like, fake breaks up with you, you go. To make it more realistic. Like, yes, we're staying friends, but that doesn't mean join us for dinner again. Like, that fucking dinner was so uncomfortable. Like, first of all, Casey's mom, like, calling Kimberly, her mom, Eli and Taylor a family was fucking hysterical. Like, here's the thing. I kind of, like, now that they said that, I kind of get it. Kimberly and Eli do look alike, kind of. It might be the fact that they are white and they have brown hair. Specifically the brown hair part. But it might be that. Cause I don't know why I'm saying that, because I'm white and I have brown hair too. But to be fair, I don't look related to them. Like, I don't. But, like, they kind of look alike. Which is also a sign to probably not date. like, you can like who you like if you're not related to them. It's, for the most part, it's fine. But when people date that look like they could be siblings or, like, related to each other, it creeps me out. Like, bad. It, like, does, like, I see those things on Twitter, and it's like, are we in a relationship or are we dating? Or, not, are we in a relationship or are we dating? Are we siblings or are we dating? And, like, those trends, and they look exactly alike, and they're dating. I'm just like, oh, okay, like, that's so weird. Like, you have the same eyes, you have the same hair, smile, and you're dating. Like, I'm sorry, but I feel like that kind of pushed Kim the other way, even though she was already pissed off at him. I feel like that kind of made her be like, oh, yikes. You know? I don't know. But, like, the girls texting in the group chat during dinner is, like, literally so accurate. Because I remember over the summer when I went on a trip, like, back in May, we, like, went out to eat with, like, part of my dad's family. Or not part of my dad's family. And we went with some, like, people that we, like, yes, we're related, but we, like, haven't seen them in over 10 years. And it's, or, like, it's been, I think, just 10 years or, like, a little over it. We haven't seen them in a while. And, like, so it was weird. Especially the fact that the person brought his girlfriend, too, which we never met her in life. She seemed great. Like, they were nice. They were fine. But it was so awkward. Like, my brother and I were texting our sister because she wasn't there with us. Because on the way there, we were texting her, telling her what we were doing. And she was, like, asking us how when we were, like, giving her the rundown. Because it was so fucking awkward. It's like, when you're at, like, a dinner with people you don't really know well, it's really awkward. Like, thankfully, our dinner wasn't as awkward as that, because I kind of stayed silent the whole time. I ate my salad, I drank my Dr. Pepper, and I had a good time. You know, like, I was just chilling. Like, I mean, I was very anxious, but I was kind of just sitting there, like, minding my own business, like, just being there. Like, for this, like, if we had talked about half the shit we talked about there, I would have died. It's like, for example, the mental health talk. And, like, this conversation has been brought up at a dinner table, like, that I've been a part of, like, for, like, during holidays when, like, my whole family's together. It has been, like, this kind of stuff has been discussed in a way. I always stay silent. Like, here's my thing. I think, like, people can disagree with me all they want. Like, it's totally fine. Like, we all have our opinions. Like, it's fine. But I think everyone, or almost everyone, should have a therapist. And I stand by that, because even if you're, like, okay mentally, it's always good to have someone to talk to, because you always have those days. You know, like, something happens and you're upset and you just need someone to talk to. Like, I have a therapist, not just because, like, I need someone to talk to, it's because I was mentally unstable for, like, back in the day, and I still am, in a way. You know, it comes and goes. But, like, I was really going through it one year. And so after that, I had everyone was like, you need a therapist. So, like, I got one. One of the best decisions ever. I'm doing a lot better because of her. And also, it's just so much fun to have someone to talk to about literally anything. Like, we talk about, like, everything. Like, how I'm feeling and just stuff going on. And it just makes me feel so much better. Like, I always feel so much better after that, because it's just, like, just someone to rant to. And I just think everyone needs it. You know, and thankfully, my mom does agree with me on that. There's some stuff, like, that I feel she would agree with the parents, what they said on here about, like, mental health. But, like, she thinks everyone should have a therapist, but, like, you get what I mean? And I feel like it's just, there's, like, the stigma around mental health, and people just need to, like, I don't know, like, that whole fucking dinner was kind of, like, stressing me out, because, like, I knew immediately when they started talking about mental health, it was going to go downhill, because some people don't get it as well as others. And, like, I feel like, I don't know, like, I get because they're older, and, like, they, like, times have changed, things have come out, and, like, social media has fucked people's mental health completely. I think if they were in, like, younger, like, back, or had, like, had everything we had, and all the, like, social media, and, like, had everything that was going on right in, like, this world right now, back then, they would understand, you know? It's like, gosh, I don't know. It's like some parents just don't get it. Or just, I think it's not even just parents, like, millennials. They don't really get it as much. It's just like, gosh, and, like, to be honest, if I was there, I probably wouldn't really say anything. Because, like, that's what I do at my, like, family dinners. When they start talking about shit like this, I just kind of sit there, and I'm like, okay. Like, I just want to eat my dinner, I want to drink my water, and I just want to go upstairs and take a nap. And, like, watch TV. Like, that's what, like, if I was there, I would just be doing that. I'd just be like, okay, like, let's move on. Like, I always get so anxious when things like this get brought up because I never know where it's gonna go. Like, I never do. And because I feel like a lot of parents, and, like, I get some people think this way, and I do understand it in a way, but they think depressed and, like, oh, I'm depressed is used a lot, like, used when it shouldn't be, and it's just thrown out there as a term. And, like, yes, it can be, like, some people are just sad, and, like, just going through a bit of a hard time and are, like, sad, but they think they're depressed. Like, I get that. Like, sometimes they kind of throw that word out. That I understand. But sometimes people actually are depressed, but they think you're just throwing that word out because it's just, like, oh, it's a thing. And, like, everyone's depressed. Like, a lot of people are. Like, if somebody says it, like, you should just, like, be like, okay, like, what can I do to help? You know? I feel like I should move on from the mental health talk, but, like, that, gosh, I'm not surprised. Especially with, like, college, because in college, I feel like a lot of people struggle with their mental health because it's, like, a new journey, and it's new experiences, and you're trying to figure out everything alone. You don't have your parents, and it's just rough. You know? And, like, I know, gosh, it's college, not great for my mental health. Like, it's rough out here. Like, damn. It's like, I don't, like, for me, like, I think it was a good thing to talk about on here because, like, it's real. Sorry, one second, I'm texting my mom. But like I was saying, I think it was important to talk about because everyone, like, has their own opinions on it and different views, especially parents. And with college, it's a big topic, you know? I don't know. But other than that, like, still, like, the dinner was such a fucking mess even without that. Like, we had, like, Casey's mom, who was, oh my gosh, no wonder Casey's the way she is. Like, I'm happy she's doing a lot better. She was. Her mom's such a piece of shit, like, body shaming her and, like, not letting her have, like, the salad with dressing. Like, I'm sorry, salad alone is fucking disgusting. Like, I love a salad. Like I said, I had that, like, when I was out to dinner with, like, my dad's side of the family. Like, I love salad as long as it has fucking dressing. Okay, like, dry ass lettuce for the most part is shit. Like, this is so embarrassing, but, like, when I was on that trip, and, like, one of the times we didn't go out, like, everyone, and, like, it was just my dad and my brother and I, we, like, went out, and we went to this place, and they had this salad, and there was, the dressing had something I was allergic to on it, or we were almost certain, and we didn't want to try it because I forgot, or at least I think I forgot, like, my EpiPen in the hotel, so we didn't want to do that. Even if I had it, we wouldn't want to do that. So, like, I asked them to take it off, and they did, which was great, but it was so sad. It was, like, the most depressing salad I ever had, and they still make fun of me for it, because, like, it was so dry, and it was just, it was a fruit salad, and I ate all the fruit, because, like, there wasn't enough fruit on it. Like, there was barely any fruit, and so I ate it all, but then it was just salad, and I was just sitting there like, damn. And when I went back to the hotel, I literally had a slice of pizza that was in the fridge because I barely ate anything. It's like, salad, like, dry salad is fucking disgusting. Like, I'm not saying I need it drenched in dressing. I just need, like, a little bit. Just, like, a little bit. To have some flavor. Like, I don't want dry food. Like, are you kidding? Like, her mom was, like, saying that and saying, oh, don't take off your sweater. And, like, doing, like, all this. Like, they're basically the same, but the mom's more of a bitch. Or at least, I think, breaking up with Cal kind of changed her and made her a bit better. Because I feel like when they met Casey, she was exactly like her mom. But now she's changed. And her mom being, like, a piece of shit. And, like, about Cal because she didn't tell her. Which I thought was weird at first. But then her, like, saying, I've, like, never lied to my mom, which, like, I get it. Like, you have a good relationship with your mom. Like, you tell her everything. And I feel like she was also worried that her mom's going to be a bitch about it because she's, like, friends with the he's friends with her family. Like, they go on trips together. Like, she sees his mom all the time. Like, it's going to be awkward. But, like, her being like, oh, we should take him over. Like, he's sick. Like, be a good girlfriend. Be a good, like, blah, blah, blah. And, like, her face when, like, they said they broke up. And she's like, oh, what did you do? He must be heartbroken. Like, bitch, I'm happy the girl stood up for her because he literally cheated on her. Like, can they tell her that he had sex with someone? Because that might like, change it. Like, her still giving her a hard time about that was so annoying. And then, like, being like, oh, let's take a picture. And she took off her jacket. And she's like, are you sure you want to do that? She's like, yeah, I like it this way. Like, thank you. I'm happy she fucking did it. Like, she said, like, no, I want to take off my sweater or, like, whatever, jacket. I look good. Like, thank you. Her mom is such a piece of shit. Like, I hate moms like that who are, like, best friends with their daughter, but, like, also is, like, are such a bitch to them and, like, thinks they're 10 times better than them, body shames them, make them feel bad about stuff. Like, I consider my mom, like, one of my best friends. Like, yes, she's, like, my favorite person ever, but she's not like that. Thankfully. Like, oh my gosh, I would lose my mind. Like, I think Casey needs some therapy. I'm so serious. Like, it's not just because I think, like, everyone should have someone to talk to. It's because her mom really, like, fucked her up. And I'm happy she's away at college and is, like, gonna do theater and, like, has the girls to help her change. Because she has become so much better since she broke up with Cal and is kind of, like, figuring stuff out. And I still stand by the fact that she is going to hook up with someone soon. Or at least hopefully. I feel like maybe she should go on, like, a dating app or something. I think it's gonna be, like, her hooking up with Cooper. I think that's gonna happen. But, like, I'm down for her to do anything, honestly. I think she just needs to get, like, edge off and, like, just kind of branch out. Go crazy. Obviously, I'm not saying hook up with Whitney's dad because he's on the dating app. But also, Kimberly needs to learn how to use dating apps because I think it's common sense that you don't swipe right, you know, on dating apps. Like, Whitney was swiping because she was bored and, like, wanted to see some, like, just see what's going on. And she found her dad. Like, they freaked out. And then Kimberly's like, oh, let me see his profile and swipes right. Like, that's crazy. Like, who the fuck does that? Like, you don't swipe right on the fucking dating app. Unless you're, like, interested. But specifically the dad. Like, to see the profile, I think you have to press something else. Like, damn. Like, I mean, to be fair, that was, like, my favorite part of the episode. But it's, like, Kimberly, she might be smart as hell. Like, she might be, like, the scholar of the group. She got that scholarship. Or not scholarship, that job or whatever the hell that thing is she was trying to get. Even though it's, like, usually for 3rd and 4th year. She got accepted. She's gonna get into Yale Law, probably. But I feel like other than, like, school shit, she really does not know. I mean, actually, I don't think. She knows. Alright, like, I know. Girl does not, like, know how to deal with real life situations. And also, like, speaking of her in, like, school and stuff, why the fuck was her mom at the presentation? Like, that's so weird to me. Like, I get parents' weekend, but are you allowed to bring them to class? Like, I don't know. my college did have parents weekend last year. I don't know about this year. My parents didn't go, but even if they did, I would not bring them to class. Mostly because, like, I'm like, okay, I'm not spaced out on all my classes. I've worked very hard, but I'm thinking of last semester, there was a class that kind of reminded me of the one she was taking, because it was a lecture with like 70 people. The most boring class I've ever taken in my life, or at least one of them. There was one that was really close this year, or like this semester. It was awful. Like, oh my gosh, like the amount of people who fell asleep and like who left during watching TV is insane. Like, I am surprised I functioned and like went to majority of the classes. Like, I missed twice, and that was because I was sick. Like, other than that, I went. Like, I don't skip class. Like, I don't do that. And like, I don't know, if I had to bring my mom to that class, she would lose her mind. Like, she would understand. Especially because she was like reading one of the things I had to read for that class. She was like, this is the most boring thing I've ever read in my life. Like, how the fuck do they think you're supposed to do this? It's like, but like I was saying, like, are you allowed to like bring parents to that? I don't know, that was weird. I'm sad though we didn't get to see Whitney's mom, because I really like her. I'm happy we got to see Whitney's dad, because, you know, we never got to meet him, and he is cute. He is hot, I have to say. And I like that he's a musician. I thought that was cool. Like, other than that, I missed Leighton's dad, though. But other than that, it was a good episode. I really enjoyed it. I had fun. I'm excited for next week, because I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. I hope we touch more on Bella and Taylor and stuff like that. I hope we touch on Eli more, because I want to know why he left her at the fucking party, if he didn't already say and I forgot. I don't know. I'm excited, because I did really like this episode. Probably my favorite out of the ones that Leighton has not been around for. It was good. I'm excited. I would make up theories, but I don't know, because we don't have a trailer. So, that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you guys next week for episode 6, and I hope you all have a Merry Christmas if you celebrate.